Hey everyone, and welcome back to my 20th pregnancy diary entry. It's the 25th week of my pregnancy, and I know I say it all the time, but I can hardly believe it. The time is flying and it's getting really exciting. We're so close to meeting Mr. Baby, so I definitely need to pick up the pace, aka start, getting his nursery ready, but that's a conversation for another video. Today, I want to talk to you all about exercise during pregnancy from my personal perspective. I feel like I've touched on it, but never deep dived it, so that's what my goal is today. First, though, let's knock out those disclaimers and advertisements. Always remember that nothing said here on this channel is medical advice. These are simply my own lived experiences, opinions, and interests. I encourage you to consult with your own care team when making decisions about your health. If you love these videos, please hit that subscribe button on my channel. Share them with other parents to be and drop me a comment too. I love hearing from you. Check out my Instagram at Lauren P. Clamp for real-time pregnancy updates, wellness content, and your fine art fix. Do the same for my Substack Schwet if you love long-form written articles on those same topics. Now, on to the video. Okay, so exercise during pregnancy. It is a nuanced topic for sure. How much and how hard you choose to exercise during pregnancy has a lot to do with what you were doing before you got pregnant. For example, if you were super active like me, you might want to stay that way. If you weren't, however, you wouldn't want to start a hardcore regimen after becoming pregnant. Your body won't know what to do with that change on top of growing a human. It's pretty common sense, but I think it bears repeating. As I said, I was very active before pregnancy, and I have been very active for years. I'm one of those people who exercises on vacation by choice and with great joy, if that gives you any idea. That said, I have made adjustments to my routine since I got pregnant. Some of them happened right away, and others have unfolded as my pregnancy has progressed. I'm 25 weeks now, and I know my routine will continue to change as I approach full term. I'm going to share some general guidelines and ideas that you can implement and adjust depending on where you are in your fitness journey and pregnancy. But first, let me talk about why it's important to exercise during pregnancy at all. The intensity of your prenatal exercise is determined by your current fitness level, but every pregnant woman should strive for some amount of physical activity. Why? Well, it helps with blood flow and lymphatic drainage. It gets your heart pumping, which obviously moves blood and fluid more efficiently around the body. Remember when I told you my blood pressure might have been high? The doctor actually recommended exercise as an antidote to that. The sweating that comes with exercise is also an antidote to fluid retention, plus it's cleansing. Don't do a juice or supplement cleanse right now, obviously, but do support your body's natural cleansing systems with hydration and sweat. Prenatal exercise is also important because childbirth is cardio. It's also probably an endurance trial since you might be in labor several hours. You want to make sure your body is strong for this marathon event. That's how I look at it. So with that, let's get to the exercises. These are all the various types of exercise I cycle throughout the week to stay fit during my pregnancy. My favorite one is walking. I am a walk every day girly, whether I'm pregnant or not. So I'm glad this is still something I can and should do. My husband and I like to do a daily neighborhood walk, so we've kept up with that. We are careful about the time of day now that it's the dead of summer in North Carolina, though. Evenings after work aren't too brutal, but if we can't do that, it's early morning before the sun is on full blast. Some days it's just plain old too hot or there is a gnarly summer storm, so I walk on my treadmill. I can easily adjust the pace, length, and intensity of the walk depending on how my body is feeling. Easy peasy. The next one is Pilates. I started getting into reformer Pilates right before I got pregnant. I did a few classes in my first trimester, but I could tell the reformer wasn't going to work for my whole pregnancy. Luckily, I have a Peloton membership and they offer mat Pilates classes on their platform. I can do these at home and I don't feel bad when I have to modify something. I skip the parts where we're cued to lie on our stomachs, and if a core move feels unsafe to do, I simply don't do it. No one knows, and I can still gently work the core and grow my glutes without fear. Yoga is another favorite. I do yoga on my Peloton app these days, although I am certified in it and used to teach it in another life. Usually I modify regular classes, but Peloton has prenatal classes too. I love yoga because it builds strength while simultaneously stretching and restoring the body. Now that I'm pregnant, I need more restoration. My muscles get sore more easily, and I have more aches and pains as my body grows. Yoga is the perfect antidote, plus it calms my nervous system and grounds me. Let's talk about strength training now. I started strength training, aka lifting weights, after I hurt my back doing yoga a couple years ago. The irony. But I tell you that to say that I did not start lifting weights when I got pregnant. I had already been doing it for a while, which is important. It's higher intensity than walking, Pilates, or yoga, so it's good that I have prior history with it. Now that I am pregnant, I don't lift more than 30 pounds. When I enter my third trimester, I will knock that down to 20 pounds per my doctor's advice. I'm glad I've continued to lift, even if it's less weight, because it will help my endurance and strength for labor. It will also help me recover faster from childbirth because my muscles won't be stagnant or weak. I definitely modify things in the Peloton strength classes I take, but I think it's key to maintain a baseline of strength during pregnancy. The last exercise I will talk about is cycling. If you haven't caught on yet, I am a Peloton person, so I naturally take their cycling classes. I have been cycling since 2021, so this is not a new thing to me. At first, I hated it and regretted owning a Peloton, but I slowly got hooked and pregnancy has not stopped me. If you're a Peloton person too, you know how many of the instructors have been or currently are pregnant. They were able to cycle all the way through their pregnancies because cycling is actually completely pregnancy safe. You're sitting upright, you're not stressing your joints. Have I scaled back my effort on the bike since becoming pregnant? Absolutely, I have. Some days I'm tired and I do a chill ride. I stopped taking classes over a certain difficulty level because I don't want to expend too much energy on exercise either. My priority is my baby, and I still don't want to take resources from him for my workouts. Still, I keep high intensity cardio in my routine to keep my heart healthy for labor and delivery. So, those are my favorite ways to exercise while pregnant. A few things to note. I am medically cleared to exercise right now. I was also highly active before pregnancy, and I have a deep connection with my body because of this. I know what's too much for me and when to pull back from years of fitness training. If you don't feel like you have the same handle on your own body, I encourage you to seek support. Maybe do a prenatal program or find a trainer who knows pregnant bodies. Whatever you do, move in the way that suits you. From everything I have heard, it makes this whole thing easier and safer in the long run. That's all I've got for you this week. Please drop your comments and questions below and let me know what your favorite way to exercise while pregnant is. I'm always looking for inspiration. Otherwise, I hope you have a great week. Talk to y'all next time.